our struggles, our learning what not to do, our learning how to be good citizens and be a strong company and make the right decisions on behalf of our family, literally. That took us time. But it's because we wrote down our values, and because we held to those values, that we are who we are. So I'm going to read, I'm not a good public reader. I'm a good public speaker, kind of. I'm not a good public reader. I was that kid in class that the teacher called on me, wanted to read a paragraph. I'd be all shaky and nervous and scared, and get red in the face, and stutter and all that. So if you'll bear with me here, I'm going to read you the Constitution and Declaration of ViSalus leadership. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all humankind should have an opportunity to pursue life, health, and prosperity. That the foundation of ViSalus community will be based on these commitments, principles, declarations, as we create security for all our members. The 6 commitments to the ViSalus community are: 1, we are not the owners of, but rather the nurturers of the commitments, principles, and declarations. Meaning we as the corporate staff are not the owners of this community, we are the nurturers of this community. Commitment 2, we are committed to scientific excellence and will always create the highest quality products backed by the greatest scientific research available. This is prior to Neuro, this is prior to any of the products in Body by Vi. This is the day that we got the ViPack in our hands that we wrote that. Think about holding us accountable to these commitments 6 years to the date after we wrote this.
Thank you.
And hearing Audrey Summerfeld's speech earlier, have we not held to that commitment? Commitment number 3. It is our duty to be transparent to our distributors, for they are the heart of our cause. How often do? I hope that, if anything, you guys say that we are the most transparent company you've ever heard of, period. Commitment number 4. We are committed to the prosperity of our distributors, and will always seek to align ourselves with the point of view of our distributors, therefore constantly improving our systems and tools on his and her behalf. The various tools that we've innovated in the past year are certainly a part of that commitment. The Success from Home magazine, buying that, some of the mobile things that we're doing. Certainly, if I were to grade myself on holding to that commitment, I would say that we've done a very good job on it. Commitment number 5. We're committed to our customers, and will do everything within our power to govern the experience of our customers. Such commitment is demonstrated by our policy. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Such commitment is demonstrated through our 100% risk recourse policy and our strict distributor policies and procedures. And it's interesting because we were focused on the customer early on. Think about how we've innovated and literally changed the entire nature of an industry because of our customer focus, not just our distributor focus. A lot of companies, they forgot that customers were good for business. It's truth, right? All they want to do is sign up everybody to be salespeople. And one of the mottos that we have now is let distributors be distributors and let customers be customers, right? And you guys have seen that firsthand for those of you who have had success with the challenge. Commitment number 6. We will lead our industry through constant technological innovation in support of our distributor partners. Have we not done that in the launch of our new ViNet application, the mobile things that we're doing, and the stuff that we're rolling out over the next few months here, particularly the mobile applications that we're rolling out in Cincinnati? We're really going to make some big changes to this industry. And so we've held, I would say, I'd give ourselves a very high grade in holding accountable to these commitments. And then we made some declarations. Now, you guys will be able to pull this off the website. You guys can read it for yourself, so I won't read you every word. But it's interesting because we wrote this, we sat in the modified appendix since the day we wrote it. And we've come through 100% to it. In fact, in the LA office, if you guys have ever been to our Los Angeles office, on the walls hangs this Constitution, and it's signed by all of the founding distributors that participated. So meaning the folks that agreed to these values and said that we're going to work toward these values. And in fact, we would not even be here today had the Constitution not bound us together as a team through the great recession that we experienced, and through the ups and downs that we've been through as a result of of the economic times, this Constitution held our original founders together. When I say founders, I don't mean just myself, Nick and Blair. I mean the three of us, our management team, our board of directors, and the 100 or so people that signed on the Constitution when we launched the company. We're the ones that are going to lead this revolution. We're the ones that are going to lead this industry. We're the ones, meaning us, ViSalus. We're the ones that are making change. We're the ones creating revolution. All they're doing is applying old thinking and old thinking and old thinking to an industry that has new problems right now. And we are the ones that are going to take charge and lead this industry toward authenticity, toward transparency, and toward really creating the value that it was designed to do. That is what ViSalus is going to do. And you guys are a huge part of that. Constitution, so important to our values and who we are as a company. We were thinking to ourselves, how are we going to be an international citizen? How are we going to really embrace Canada as our gateway to internationalization? How are we going to do that? We thought to ourselves, well, there'd be no better way than to have our Canadian brothers and sisters sign on their own Constitution. At our launch event, our Canadian launch event, it will occur sometime in the third quarter of this year. If you're a national director and above, you'll be invited on stage in front of your friends, in front of your family, to proudly sign on to the Constitution alongside of us. And I share this with you because this is not just something that we'll hang in our office and proudly display. Once we have our Canadian office set up, we'll proudly display the Constitution there. Not just something that we'll put on the wall. This is something that we'll be held accountable to in the way we participate with you as citizens of Canada, and of the globe for that matter, for the rest of our lives. This is how important this is to me. I'm not doing this for any other reason than we want to pledge to you and vow to you that we are not just going to be another American company that comes and goes or looks at this as 10% of our marketplace opportunity. We're going to be a company that utilizes the brilliance, the intelligence, the camaraderie, the culture of Canada, the multiculturalization that Canada offers us. We're going to utilize that to build an international business. That one day when you're retired, whenever that is, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, you'll be able to set a sign on that Constitution.
Our own Constitution, that was absolutely incredible. I did not see that coming. A little surprised. How many people here are going to get their name put on that Constitution?